Hi everyone, I'm Christopher Platt, Mono County Library Director and co-host of the Oxygen Star podcast. I'm back with a Book Talk Friday where I'm going to talk about a couple of books you can get from your library collection, one old and one new. You know, in Mono County, we see every day the evidence of the gold rush around us because pretty much anywhere you stand in the area, you can see an old gold, silver, tungsten, or even pumice mine within eyesight. But it's not just history. Mining and the motivations behind it is still an active conversation, and one that isn't without its dangers and its controversies. So today I picked two books that highlight the very human drama related to mining in the American West. Let's start with the old. Ship of Gold in the Deep Blue Sea by Gary Kinder. This came out over 20 years ago. It is narrative nonfiction at its finest. Remember, not all miners came across land to get to California in the 1800s. Paddle ship steamers were beginning to ply the ocean trade around this time, so many people chose to take the still perilous journey from the East Coast to the West Coast over water. These ships brought people west and gold back east. Well, in 1857, the SS Central America hit a hurricane off the coast of the Carolinas and sank with 600 people and 21 tons of California gold aboard. This guaranteed that it entered the lore of legendary shipwrecks, remaining undiscovered for well over a century, longer than the Titanic. Then in the 1980s, a young engineer assembled a team to start doing ocean archaeology and recovery, partially with the aim of finding this shipwreck, which they did. And it is those two parallel stories, the historical one and the modern one, that Gary Kinder interweaves into this book. He does it masterfully, bringing the story and the drama of people returning from the gold rush only to lose their lives almost within sight of home, alongside the drama and ingenuity of the team that had to find the shipwreck in over 8,000 feet of ocean water. He builds the tension like a finely tuned suspense novel, and he doesn't hold back on those wonderful little factoids that history buffs like myself love, such as, did you know if you discover a shipwreck, you can't just take stuff from it and take it home or sell it? You have to take it back to land and bring it to a coroner or sheriff's coroner to claim it with a judge. That's right, the person who picks up dead bodies and signs death certificates is the same person who helps you claim your sunken treasure. This book is for fans of Erik Larson and his ilk of meticulously researched but drama-infused nonfiction, and it's just an interesting slice of the California gold rush history that probably most of you don't know about. Let's talk about the new. Oak Flat, A Fight for Sacred Land in the American West by Lauren Redniss. This book just came out last year. Lauren Redniss is an award-winning artist and visual nonfiction writer, and in this work tackles the modern pursuit of copper to be mined from Oak Flat, a high-elevation mesa in the Arizona desert, one with natural springs, old-growth trees, and ancient petroglyphs. It is also still a holy place for the San Carlos Apache tribe, both as a burial site and as a religious site where Apache girls celebrate a coming-of-age ritual known as the Sunrise Ceremony. Well, in the 90s, copper was discovered there, and a law passed that gave ownership of the land to a local mining company. This book follows two families on either side of the conflict, an Apache family with a teenage daughter who's very active in the issue, and a local mining family with their own deep roots in Arizona history. The blurb concludes with, this still unresolved conflict is ripped from today's headlines, but its story resonates with foundational American themes, the saga of westward expansion, the resistance and resilience of Native peoples, and the efforts of profiteers to control the land and unearth treasure beneath it as lives of individuals hang in the balance. Both of these books tackle topics that are still relevant today. In fact, that young engineer who discovered this shipwreck recently went to jail for many years because he refused to give up the whereabouts of some of the treasure. So regardless of where you stand on land use issues, you'll find something interesting in these books. Remember, you can get them at the library. You can call your local library and have books checked out and waiting for you for pickup, or you can go to our website, our online library menu, and find ebooks, e-audiobooks, and streaming video that you can check out with your library card. In the meantime, stay safe and happy reading.